All right. If anybody's in the control room, we are sending a hot signal. Got verification. We are verified at 6:30. Live in 30 minutes. Live in 30 minutes. Live from Cox Stadium. Check 1, 2, 3. Hey, sports fans. We are here in Gene Cox Stadium. Gene Cox. 1, 2, 3. Rickards Raiders versus the Tallahassee Lincoln Trojans. Waiting for this sun to go down and give us a relief from the heat. We're going to go into standby mode here. Check 1, check 2. Let's see, we have a check 1, 2, 3, 4. We are transmitting live. Yes, sir. All right, the audio's back in. "21 voicemails."
Can we move this to the side or something? Because I'm not going to be able to see over that the whole time. I'm going to stand up.
Okay. Let's do this. Check. Let's just take this out. Just take it out. There you go. There you go. That works. There you go. You can put that back in. You can put that other.
Don't step back, Jeff.
Okay. Hotspot's active. We're active. Yeah, we're already hot.
We're already hot. We just ready to put some next man up. Said we just ready to get next man up.
Shade that crap up your face.
You need to get your ass on time.
White hot.
Pregame right straight up to 7.
Up to you. I'm good either way.
All right, we'll go straight up to 7. minutes to kick off. We're holding for 19 to kick off. Chris, who's gonna do the first interview? So when we go pregame, we'll go pregame at 6:55. We'll go pregame, Chris and Victoria. We'll go pregame at 6:55. Which coach do you want? Any particular?
Well, we actually talked to them about doing it at halftime because we didn't think we had that much time to interview them at pregame.
Okay, then scratch that in halftime. Okay. Going in or coming back out?
One's going in, the other one's out. They said it didn't matter. Wait a minute, which one said they wanted a court? Who was that, Lincoln coach? Coach Gray? Okay, and Lewis said it didn't matter to him. He said, but he said you might have to chase me down, but
17 minutes to kick off. Sorry.
he blessed himself. He don't need nobody blessing. Yeah, that's it. Both of them have on white, Quinn too. What's the countdown, Jeff? How long?
11 minutes.
Before pregame? Not doing pregame.
Pregame is 5 minutes before kickoff.
Okay.
They're having that sun go down over that building. When you cook my homecoming? 2 weeks? I don't know. You don't know. You want to you going to cook my homecoming? No, I'm messing with you. I think it's 2 weeks. At the same time, what? The same as Sam's? Yeah, I think the same as Sam's. I know your dad was a principal. Not now. That was years ago. Was it? Yeah, he retired. Retired over 10 years ago. Hank was telling me, said he started working with your dad. So you a junior? You swear by your dad. You swear by your dad. So your dad is that. So he learned a lot from him. Huh? My dad is socialized a lot. Yeah. Don't trust him. Do it yourself.
What do you think about having one of each on the sideline? So like both be the sideline reporter for each.
But you only got one microphone.
True enough. We can walk it back and forth between. Like tell them, hey, I got a story. You can work out the microphone walk to the other one.
Okay, or alternated by quarters.
If you go down and you get 2-3 tidbits, then you can come and report your 2-3 tidbits and vice versa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, how you gonna?
Like we'll have a representative on each sideline.
How you gonna let us know you need to get on? Miss B,
I'll be
Ms.
watching
B,
you.
Got
I'll
your,
watch you.
wait a minute, she got some flags here.
just listen for your audio. You will cue you, but you'll hear you. If you don't have the listener, you can, we'll cue you. So we hold and then, okay. 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
One thing, if we see somebody get hurt, we'll really pay a lot of attention to that sideline to be able to kind of give us some insight with that particular kid. But if you have something else, we'll go with it. So you'll let us know?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're on travel. That one right there? That's the game we did last year. That's right around 7,000 hits now. It's like FAMU cooking the homecoming.
Yeah.
Reggie, for real. Jeff and them couldn't get in. We got there, we couldn't get in. We thought the stadium was at the new high school. We go to the new high school, it's at the old school, so we can't find it.
Brooks.
So what we did, we just stopped following the crowd. And that's what they start walking for miles.
Yeah.
And when the closer you got, the more you could smell the barbecue. And they had, it was in the hood. Parks in the yard, people barbecuing, fish frying. They sold out of tickets. They 10 deep all the way around the side.
All the way around, the whole thing, 10 people.
Yeah.
10, 12 deep.
Yeah. Reggie. I saw we said like a Cookman FAMU game. They talking about Reigns and Reebok were busy in the parking lot. They were busy all the way through at Brooks and Thomasville. They were in there, boy. They were in there. Hour before game time, all the seats were like this. No, this 2 hours before game time.
We left early. We left at 1, and we got there about 2:30, 3-ish. And the folks was stacked up. And then we had to walk up to the guy at the gate, tell him, hey man, we INSiiGHTS here to cover the game. Like not at the gate, at the road to get to the stadium.
Yeah.
And so he let us through. We got up to the stadium. The guy was like, SWCTV. Like, no, that's INSiiGHTS. He let us on in.
The boy come running to me, talking like, y'all INSiiGHTS. I watch y'all every week. Can I take a picture with you? They were in there. Then it was a heck of a game.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be at Thomasville this year, and somehow in Georgia, they switch up and they flip a coin to see who started. And Thomasville wanted the game. Brooks wanted to flip. They said, we'll buy it for those who ain't buying it. We ain't buying it. Reggie, yes. And you know Maurice Freeman. Boy, they were knocking your little head off when they hit you.
Yeah.
They a bunch of little guys. They go, oh my God.
You remember because when we did the All-Star game, they talked about
them Brooks County boys hit so hard. That they hit you full head of steam. And they hit the boy from Thomasville, almost killed him. And they coach ran out on the field and he showed out. And they fired his team up. They came back in the last 5-6 minutes and more. That hit turned the game because he was out there in the middle of the field. He just went off. I never seen him coach. He went off. His team was on the sideline getting fired up because their coach was fired up, and they came back. That thing got to 1,000 so quick, and then it got to 2,000, then 3,000, then 4,000. It was Jeff in Georgia. He go in somebody's house. He hear all the voices on there.
Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah. Big old ADN screen in there, and everybody watching the game. Like they saw it for the first time. I said, dog, if we had stuff like this for every week. Then, Jeff, I ain't tell you, they say your boys be watching us in the Correctional Institute.
Yeah.
They said, how my guy said it's the first time they seen their son playing stuff.
Yeah.
Reggie, that's like a classic, man. We go to town, everybody be like, oh, they be speaking just like Rickards. Everybody speak to you. They follow him in Georgia now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're fair weather fans here.
came over, wanted to know what we were doing. They were recruiters. They told us that we can't believe remember they had closed it down up there because of the flood and the rain. Right. They sitting up there watching the game. Oh, they all on here doing that.
Oh, watching what y'all was showing.
All right. You're ready. 1 minute.
How was that standard doing the national anthem? We cut off. What do we do? Why seem to be there?
We can stop and honor it. I mean, we can stop it.
Typically, what do they do?
Yeah,
So
they go to break.
do they?
Yeah.
Did you come out when they would do the national anthem? We stayed in the locker room. We tried to stay in the locker room and come out after the national anthem.
In high school?
And see it.
No, we were
played
out.
home.
We were out.
We would let them know. We always would know what time they were doing. We would use that as our time. But you stayed out.
This is our pregame, and then we'll at 7 go roll the intro. Intro will roll.
Mm-hmm.
And that way,
At 7.
right at 7.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We just want to, we can just go live at 7. Let's go live at 7.
You don't want to roll the intro?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We
Oh,
can roll the
okay.
intro.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Lincoln Navy ROTC. Show some love.
Do we talk through the color guard or are we quiet? Yep. Talk through it. Okay, we'll go after the national anthem. Okay.
For our web audience, we're ready to go live in a few, so just hang with us, everybody on the web.
Oh, okay, we're not doing pregame. When you want me to start? Say we'll start at the intro or after. Okay. Boy, that sun moving slow. Mm-hmm.
One, two, go, get go!
I'm here with Reggie Cunningham, my partner in crime. How you doing, Reggie?
Fine. How you doing?
We're here for the INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week, and we have what has traditionally been an arch-rival game between Rickards High School and Lincoln. Rickards dominating this the last 3 or 4 seasons with 3 years of pretty much manhandling Lincoln.
Yes, they were. But we still should have an exciting football game tonight because both teams have tremendous athletes, and we in for a treat tonight.
Yeah, we will. And Lincoln has been kind of, I would say, up and down. They're 2-2, but their record's a little bit misleading. They're 3-1 on the field. They lost the game earlier in the year, but due to a technicality with a junior varsity player, and they ended up forfeiting that game. But they went this past week to the home of the Lowndes Vikings over in Valdosta. That didn't go too well for them.
That didn't go too well up in Georgia, no.
Is that because they play a different caliber of football over there?
Different caliber program over the years. So, you know, like I say, I still have confidence in Rickards, and I think the players that's at Rickards, they understand what at stake because it's a rival game and somewhat of a rival game, whereas, you know, you got two county teams competing.
You're right, and over the years, Rickards has been loaded at the skill positions. Over the last couple years, they lost a quarterback that went to Florida A&M University, an outstanding wide receiver who's playing a lot at the University of Louisville as a freshman, and Destin Coates, who was a running back of the year a couple years, and he's over at Kennesaw State. So what they lost in the backfield has been tremendous for them.
Yeah, it is. And without a doubt, I have an opportunity to see Rickards play, and they still have some athletes on this ball card.
Well, we're looking forward to a kickoff here. You have two coaches that were arch rivals in college, one at Bethune-Cookman, one in Florida A&M. We got Quinn Gray, who was former quarterback at the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then you have Lewis over there with Rickards, Quentin Lewis from Bethune-Cookman, and he has built a solid program at Rickards.
Yes, he has. And just like that, Mickey, Rickards has won the toss, and that's Sammy Knight, number 1, that has the ball now. So
yeah, stacked up there, looks like he's about at the 12-yard line.
And Rickards will take over at, that's about the 14-yard line. They're going to take over 1st and 10. And we're going to see how well Rickards come out and see if they're going to open up their offense. And I saw them play last week, and they scored, put some points on Gadsden High. So we're going to see how they do today.
Yeah, they had a running back that really had a career night over there. Yeah. Had 5 touchdowns. Kelvin Dean transfer from Chipley. 4 wideouts. The problem for Rickards was back there with.
Yeah, he got some positive yards on that play. Looked like a busted play.
Rickards trying to pick the tempo up in this one. Boy, this sun, we'll be glad to see it go down because it's hot out here today.
Another 5 minutes, it'll be gone. Pass is complete.
You can't run sideways on Lincoln. You have to turn that upfield with a quickness.
Right.
Yeah, here we go. Actually ran backwards and lost 2 yards on it.
Yeah, but Rickards still have that hurry up going, so hopefully it works for him.
3rd down. Rolling out. That's one of those turnovers that they have the propensity to make. 35-30. He might get in there. He might get in there. Just that quick. Lincoln's on the board with their defense. That's what has hampered Rickards.
Yeah, that's Jalen Glaze on the interception and run for a touchdown on that play.
He had some pressure and he overthrew his receiver.
Well, he got a flag on the play too.
Is that flag on the return? Trying to see what the flag is waved off. That's 6-0 there.
Well, he had the receiver open, but I think he just took about 2 more steps too many when he should have just kind of threw a rifle pass in there.
Lincoln rushing another player, rushing the 11th player out on the field. It's up and
it's good.
And we got 7-0, 10:28 left in the first quarter. Rickards scores on a 35-yard interception return. Takes the lead, 7-0. Instant replay rolls to the right. Got some pressure from the blind side, backside. Overthrew his receiver by 5 yards there. And on that return, he goes in. There's a crushing block. It's INSiiGHTS High School Game of the Week, and we're going to take a break. We'll be back for the kickoff. And we're back. Rickards is going to have to limit turnovers if they're going to be in this game at all. They're going to have to limit them. They can't afford to give Lincoln anything.
Yeah, and that's probably been the biggest problem for Rickards is the turnovers. And their turnovers always turn out huge. It turned out huge even though they scored 50-some points with Gadsden High. Gadsden High still scored about 20, 30-some points as well. So
Did they?
Yeah, a lot of it was on turnovers.
Fielded this one at the 10, turned straight up this time. Almost a crease to step through. Even turns it, looks like he's at the 28. A little bit better field position. I always like the kickoff returns when you kind of turn them up and get in that hole with a quickness rather than trying to run sideways.
Yeah.
Lincoln's defense on the field and waiting. Rickards still in a huddle over here with Coach Quentin trying to get his offense together.
Like they're looking for players, and they may have to take a timeout this time unless they're going. Well, they're going right to the
right to the ball. Yeah, the clock is at 15. 10.
That ain't gonna make it.
That must be Kelvin Dean. You show a 4 on your roster?
No, I don't.
I don't either. That must be Kelvin Dean, the way he's running the ball. He's quick feet, stepping through. Yeah. Transfer from Chipley, and I understand when he transferred, he had no interest from anywhere.
Right.
And but has picked up a lot of interest since he's gone over to Rickards. There was nothing there for him that time.
Yeah, Rickards' line is not getting any push on the Lincoln on the Trojans, so hopefully eventually something open up. It'll be 3rd down and about 6 to go for the Raiders.
You're right. Looking at the replay, it was no push. Got a first down there.
Yeah, he's got a first down.
A much needed first down.
Carlos Lyons on the end of that play. Gaining about 7 on that pass play, brings up first down for the Rickards on the 40-yard line. Something positive for the Raiders. That's good to see.
It is. It is. They need a good drive here just for confidence sake, if for nothing else.
That's a nice setup play because I think eventually if he keeps that ball, he got some room to run.
I agree with you. I was just thinking that this kid right here is pretty decent, and he's not getting much room to run in.
Right.
Not much space for him, but he's putting his head down. He's getting a little bit on it, but he just has that running attack that looks as if he gets that one step that he'll break through them.
Right.
He broke a long one against Gadsden, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Several.
Several. You know, and that's the safe play, the handoff to Kelvin.
Right.
It gets him in a manageable 3rd, even though I thought that was a bad spot that time.
Yeah, about 3rd and 6, I guess.
6, yeah. Dropped it.
Fumble on the play.
Yeah, he put his knees down.
Okay, we had a sideline report.
I'm over here on the Rickards bench, and I see one of their position coaches just making sure they're keeping their players motivated. He was talking to the defense over here, preparing them just in case they had to get their punt team ready on that third down earlier. Rickards ended up converting, but the message to the defense was just keep their heads up. It's not over. It was just one play after the early pick six. Definitely doing a good job of keeping them motivated. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thanks, Chris. FAMU School of Journalism.
Carlos Lyons going to do the punting for the Raiders.
That sun is dropping. Thank you.
Yes.
Low kick.